Hello, hello. Welcome to Plum Drop and Cherry Blossom season. This is one of my favorite times of year in Animal Crossing. Well, specifically Wild World, I think. Although Animal Crossing in general, but don't the cherry blossoms just look so lovely in this game? Let's go and join Rowan and see what the day brings. Alright, so this is how my garden is coming along. The hybrid production has been slow, not gonna lie, but I did get one other purple hybrid. It's that purple tulip back there. I've also been growing more trees, which I'll show as I walk around. But first, I'm excited to show how my house has changed. Let's go inside. So I've been hoarding lots of stuff in my storage, just like anything I obtain that I remotely like, I just put in here. And I know it's not gonna last forever. Look how far we've already gotten in our storage. It's a shame you can't just like hoard freely in this game, but it did help me here at the beginning to have an aesthetic looking house because this is all stuff that I've managed to gather with my insignificant catalog compared to other Wild World towns I have. So I think I was able to make something that I'm happy with that feels like cozy and warm and not too clashing, even though I don't have too many matching furniture sets. I feel like it also goes really well with the house's size because there's something kind of like humble and like one room house-esque about this setup, and hey, that's what my house is. Even got time for the hobbies. But yeah, I've watched some Animal Crossing Let's Plays, like sort of growing up per se, and something I noticed about people who play naturally at the beginning or who are doing a Let's Play and just focusing on natural gameplay is like sometimes at the beginning of the game they can actually make such charming houses based on what you just randomly obtain. So I'm really happy that I did it this time around. And if you're wondering, well, Amy, like, what are you talking about? That's how you have to play in general. Well, I guess not if you're well connected. Like, theoretically, I could go to my other town, Daftily, which has a massive catalog, and like order stuff for a perfect room or whatever, but yeah, I'm not using my other games. Right, what did Mom write us? Oh my god, she sent us an April Fool's. Those were the first words I saw. Guess what? The editor of Pie Monthly asked me to be this month's cover model. Oh, I'm so sad that's an April Fool's. Our mom deserves it. Pie Monthly. I think we can like add that to the Animal Crossing lore, you know, like Miss Nintendique and everything. Pie Monthly. Oh, great. I don't know, the red letters, they're a little frequent for me. Oh, and this letter is from Wishy the Star. I was playing in the evening one time recently, and a shooting star went across the sky. In fact, many did. It felt like a meteor shower night. Like, they were really coming down really frequent, but I kept having my tools equipped. It was really frustrating, so I was really glad that I was able to finally let go of my tool for a hot second. Earthbound Violet. I heard a special someone make a wish one night. It's my job to make that wish come true. Let's see how well Wishy knows what I want or like. Okay, I want to save this letter for Mom. That was hilarious. So this is my present from Wishy. Let's see what it is. Drum roll. A skeleton. Aw. That doesn't even feel like a spotlight item to me. That just feels like a regular Animal Crossing item. Plus all the jokes one can make about, you know, an actual skeleton in the closet or something, but Yeah, the way spotlight items work, I mean, some of them are fancy. Like, I think the throne is a spotlight item. And then some of them are just like regular items that just happen to be hard to get. So technically you could play the game off and on for years and just like never see a certain spotlight item. Same with crazy red items. I couldn't find the cabin chair for many, many years when I was playing Wild World significantly in my late teens, and I think I was just like begging friends that I knew online, like, hey, do you have a cabin chair? I really need one. And I finally just got one from Crazy Red himself. Like, eventually I got lucky. It was a really, really hype day. Is there any item like that, like for you all, that you had the hardest time tracking down for real, like as a kid playing the game before like all the online shenanigans and whatnot? Also, I have Nookaway now. This is kind of exciting. Maybe I'll film an episode pretty soon where like I can show off one of my other Animal Crossing towns and then they can come over to Plum Drop and like buy something so I can get wow, I was about to say like Nookazon because of the freaking you know, that trading center. No, it's Nooking Tins. Nooking Tins. Do you all like the streets of Plum Drop and how they're looking right now? I think they look nice. It sort of appeals to me, like when I had the vision for these paths, I was thinking of this sort of quirky and urban, or as urban as Wild World can be practically, sort of layout with like city squares and villager homes tucked in the little squares and flower beds, just like kind of a suburban vibe. I really like it, but I think I've decided that I'm going to try to go for a different sort of theme in Plum Drop than urban. And I won't even be secret about it. I'll let you all know this episode as thanks for watching what my theme is gonna be. I've decided I want it to be like Pacific Northwest themed. Might sound odd, but in my times online, yes, I've never been to the Pacific Northwest in person, but in my times online, I've just really found that it's such a pretty place as far as nature goes. Think like the Mount Rainier wildflower fields, or just wildflowers in general. I think it's like a trait of the Pacific Northwest that they have lots of these beautiful natural wildflowers that I don't necessarily see on the, you know, yards that I frequent IRL. What is this random bell bag doing here? Oh, I think I left that for my other character. Okay, I'll leave it there. I left that there probably because I'm thinking about getting started on some like path work with my side characters. Let me see if I can find my work in progress path work that I was messing around with. Okay, so here's my work in progress path. It's actually something I threw together in like probably just a solid minute or two, like from the top of my head without any references. I did something that looked vaguely like a grass line with some shadows underneath. If I were to refine this more, what I would do probably is like either look at the Wild World grass and try to replicate it as best I can, or I think there's already some grids online of very similar sorts of things that have been done in New Horizons. So maybe I could just kind of like look at a grid that already exists. I'm sure no one would, you know, shoot me for that. But basically what it's gonna be like a 9-slot dirt path, but instead of it being a dirt path, it's gonna be like a grass path, because I do feel like Wild World has like a lot of dirt. And it would be so cool, in my opinion, to, like, for my Pacific Northwest theme, like be able to cover more of the dirt with like lush grass, maybe even draw flowers on top of the grass path. So it's like just sort of creating these flower meadows. Anyway, I'm excited about it. I look forward to it. And in addition to the grass path, I plan on also just making like regular paths that feel natural and flowery and just go with that theme. And if you all want to see a mood board that I'm going to look to for inspiration for this theme that I've decided on for Plum Drop of Pacific Northwest, here's my Pinterest album for Pacific Northwest. You can see just, you know, the fields of wildflowers, a consistent color scheme of purple, ironically, which I think will go well with Plum Drop's name. And I'm gonna take a lot of inspiration from like flower meadows and maybe some areas that are dense with trees and some areas that aren't, and just try to use my pathwork that I end up making to the best of the ability to make a charming wild world town. I have to say, one thing I'll really miss is cypress trees from New Horizons. I love like when you're designing a build inspired by these sorts of pictures to use cypress trees as like the distant cedars or pine trees or whatever. But yeah, I hope you all like the theme that I decided on for Plum Drop, and I look forward to gradually trying to execute it. I have to admit, I have like a lot of path work to do, and it's been sort of like overwhelming to some extent trying to balance everything, but I have a planner that I'm using now. I struggle a lot with like task indecision, so I'll have so many things that I want to do, but then I can't decide on the one thing that I want to do. And I think my method that I would like to try to tackle with it is just try to plan in advance. Like, what do I want to do today, or what do I want to do tomorrow? And just pick something. I might not be able to tackle everything, but by picking at least one thing, then the day won't be wasted through just task indecision. So hopefully with some of that planning, I'll be able to get to some path work and designs that I want to make for all my various towns and projects. Let's talk to Sable. Hi there, Violet. Welcome. Thanks so much for making our shop your favorite. Oh, that's really sweet. I'd say the Able Sisters shop has always been a soft spot for me growing up because I've always associated it with the custom designs and the pixeling, which they've actually kind of decoupled from the Able Sisters in some of the more modern games, but in the old days you always had to be in here when you were designing a pattern, so I really associated it with my love of the creative aspects of this game. Teehee, oh sis, I see you've become fast friends with Violet. Anyway. Oh hey Mabel, what time are you expecting Violet to come by? Teehee, it's not even noon and you're thinking about that? Mabel. Ah hee hee hee. Oh come on. Actually, I associate that with like older siblings as far as the teasing and stuff, but I feel like Mabel's like a younger sibling who's teasing her older one. I should have gotten on that energy when I was younger. I was teased a lot by my older brother, and I should have just been like Mabel's energy and like teased him back. I don't know. Oh, let's go see Nookway. When I see Nookway, I think of my friend Teru, who I played Wild World a lot back in the day. She said that it looks like Nook's like downgrades with this upgrade, ironically, because in the previous upgrade, he like wore clothes. Like he had like shirts and I think pants and stuff, and he had like a little hat, and now he's like back to his apron. Oh, it looks like I've already bought out today. I've been anticipating this like Cherry Blossom Festival event for a while now, so I probably couldn't resist checking out April 1st and seeing what's going on. So we'll be on our way to Nookington's in no time. I also have some new villagers. Let's go and see and meet some of them, because that for sure I think I haven't done. So Pecan is new and Cube is new. Let's go and see them. Where are they? Okay, so they're on opposite sides of the river, but they might also just be like kind of rumbling around. Whatever word, adjective goes with that. Wandering around. Oh, and Crazy Red is here. Darn it. Since the villagers aren't super visible, let me go by Crazy Red's tent. Ah, and it looks like I bought something else here too. I literally already have this blue chair. I think it might even be in my storage. So all that's left is the Mona Lisa. The last time I bought the Mona Lisa from Crazy Red, it was in fact a fake. I'm very curious if it's gonna still be a fake. Will Crazy Red screw us over twice? Or is this the real deal? Yes, yes. Now that their famous painting is quite the little item, I suppose Crazy Reds can part with it for the low, low price of around 4,000 bells. Sure, I'll take it. I love the, like, under the breath comments he makes. I'm finally rid of that old thing. Never been able to tell if, like, he gives some hint of it being real or fake by that dialogue. So, don't let me forget, we gotta stop by Blathers today. I have a lovely gift for him he'll love in the form of this mole cricket. It occurred to me the other day, I'm not sure how long those last, so as much as I am annoyed by their buzzings, I figured I should go ahead and try to catch one. I think they're like a winter bug. Hi, Mint! Hey, Dainty V, there was something I wanted to tell you, but I can't remember what it was. Sure, it wasn't a big deal, though. I ran into Clover the other day, and we had tea together. Has that kid always been such a poor kid? I guess so. Here's how my hybrid production fields are coming along. I did get a purple tulip from here, but I'm a little surprised it hasn't redeemed more fruit from my labors of flower watering. I don't know. People have always said that hybrid growing is hard in Wild World, and I think I agree with that. I think more than anything, it just takes a lot of patience and time and long-term play. I think practically anyone I know who's played for a long time accumulates some amount of hybrids, and I've only been playing this game for a couple months, this particular town. So it looks like Pecan is out and about. I have 2 squirrels now. I have Pecan and Mint. Which one do you like more? Oh, here she is. I do like Pecan. I think if you're gonna have a snooty, why not have such a classic looking brown squirrel? I like her purple eyeshadow too. There was something I wanted to tell you, but I can't remember what it was. Oh, I just remembered. I guess Pecan and Mint are literally both snooty squirrels. That might be a little too repetitive for me, even though I like them both. That's so funny. They should really get along, shouldn't they? Ew, Dainty V, do you care at all about your skin? Then take care of it. Even a wilted flower will perk up with a little bit of water. Ouch, calling me out. Girls must take special care to stay hydrated. You have such lovely skin. I can tell you're drinking your water. Keep it up. That almost hit a little too close to home for me. Like I am having a pretty decent skin day today. I've had troubles lately with a few blemishes, but they've finally gone away, and I think I'm having a good skin day today. So Pecan wants me to keep it up. Oh, we're near the museum. Might as well go see Blathers. Goose is always like offering up stuff that he thinks we left at his house the other day. I guess Goose is always like throwing these crazy parties at his house. People leave their debris in his yard and then he just gives it to us. I swear, like Goose tells me that line like every day and then gives me something. So here are the museum gardens. Let's go see Blathers. I guess I'll give him the mole cricket first, and then we can have the painting be a grand finale. Alright, cross your fingers for me. Oh wait, this isn't even the painting, I'm drunk. I guess cross your fingers for Blathers' reaction that he doesn't faint. I'm a bit squeamish about insects, and the mole cricket is a bug, of course, but it resembles a mole, hence the name. Are you sure about that? It just kind of looks like a cockroach to me. I almost got it mixed up with a cockroach in my pockets. Maybe I should Google this thing. Do you think this looks like a mole? I don't know. Let's compare with like an actual mole and see what they think the resemblance is. I don't know. Whatever, I don't know why it's called a mole cricket. I think I disagree personally. It's clear that once you inspect its lower half that it most definitely is a cricket. Blick, add imitating moles to the list of unforgivable things bugs are capable of. Alright, the anticipation. Are you freaking kidding me? It's a counterfeit again. I can't believe I got by Crazy Red twice in a row with literally the same painting. Our painting exhibit is empty, y'all. Like every time I've seen Crazy Red stop by, I've bought what he's got. But he's just been giving me counterfeits every time. Oh, actually, if I can confide something that is just now trickling into my memory, I think the Mona Lisa is a spotlight item. I remember seeing it at Nook's in the past, so it's possible maybe the real one is only sold by Nook, and Crazy Red will always have a fake version. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm thinking. Let's just like shake our fist over at Crazy Red. Also, Dr. Shrunk stopped by for the first time. I do want to be better about capturing more of this stuff on camera, but I have to admit sometimes I struggle with energy, and sometimes, like, you know, I don't want to abandon this town, but if I don't have the energy or doesn't make sense to record, I'll just play and do my dailies anyways, and thanks for being understanding of that. Definitely want to try to capture some more of my development towards turning this into a Pacific Northwest paradise, so I'll try to record and capture as much as I can. You gotta help me out, Dane TV. I can't decide whether to practice wrestling or do lateral squat grinders. Lateral squat grinders sounds interesting, Rowan. Or what about quad busters? So many muscles, so little time. That's why you gotta have like a day for each. Like, you know, a gym bro, leg day, ab day, I don't know. You're so far away from your home today, am I? Sleeping outside tonight? No, probably not. I might go ahead and call it a day today. I know we didn't do all that much, but I definitely want to see more of the cherry blossom season, so don't want to get everything out on the first day of cherry blossom season. I think the Flower Fest is coming up, so we can look forward to that. Thank you for watching, and see you next day in Plum Drop. Bye!